I talked to two people this week that realized they didn't have the time to run their own small business. Now, the path a lot of people in that situation take is that they try to buy a business and hire a manager. And most of the time, it ends up being an absolute disaster for them. There are people that want to keep their day job, but also have a small business on the side. They're going to find that owning a small business takes a lot of time, a lot of work, and a lot of effort. Now, we're not saying that businesses can't be run absentee. There are lots of absentee owner-run businesses all across the country. Of course, it usually doesn't work when you also have a big SBA loan payment, meaning that most businesses don't generate enough cash flow to both make the loan payment and pay the manager and have any cash left over. So yes, it's not that hard to set up and run a owner absentee business for a business that you paid cash for, or maybe a business that you started and you've worked your way out. But it's very, very difficult to go in and buy a business using a loan and have enough cash to pay for that management structure. Now, a better option is to invest alongside a owner-operator. And let me explain why that's not the same thing as hiring a general manager. To start, when you buy a business and hire a general manager, you take on all the risk. In this instance, you're going to be investing in someone else's acquisition, and that means that your name is not going to be on the loan. So you're going to keep your ownership below that 20% threshold. Now, this means that the owner-operator is going to be on the hook for the SBA loan, which is going to provide extra motivation for them. Not only do they want to see the business grow because they are the majority owner, so in this instance, you're going to be a minority owner, so they're growing the business to help benefit themselves, which in turn benefits you. They also have the downside of the SBA loan. The strategy of buying a business and just hiring a general manager is tough because usually you're buying a business in an industry that you don't know that well, and you don't have a lot of experience hiring within that industry. So going in blind and hiring something as important as a general manager is going to be really hard for you as a new owner. So when people come to us where they want to be owner absentee owners with operators running their businesses, we typically steer them towards becoming investors in other people's businesses. And that's specifically investors that own less than 20% of the business, so they are not on the personal guarantee for the SBA loan, meaning your loss is limited to the amount of money that you put into the business. Now, investing in small businesses from a risk perspective, we always do like to disclose it is one of the highest risk areas that you can invest, but it's also one of the highest reward areas that you can invest. And you do have upside that's multiples of the money that you put in, while of course your downside is that you can only lose 100% of what you invest. And one big benefit is that the owner operator has real skin in the game. They're probably putting some of their money in too. They're on the SBA loan. They get to benefit from the upside and they also feel the downside. So if your plans to be an absentee owner in the SMB space and you don't have enough money to pay cash, I'd really consider investing in funds that are going to help small business owners make down payments to acquire businesses. And if you want to be an investor, check out our profile and we can help connect you with operators.